Excellent guests who will be joining us. And to start off, we have Mr. Yaki Yaneh, who is the president and CEO of Pluristem Therapeutics, who will talk about innovative Israel cell-based platform to impact our healthcare system and planet sustainability. Yaki, thank you so much. We look forward to hearing from you. Please. Thank you very much.
Mask off. Good evening, everyone. Erev Tov. Thank you for having me. It's a great pleasure to be here. My name is Yaki Yaneh. I'm the CEO and president of Pluristem Therapeutics. Looking at the American flag next to the Israeli flag, we see 51 stars, 50 on the US side and 1 on the Israeli side. These are stars that represent commitment, hope, and friendship. But I would like you to zoom out, and from these 51 stars, think of the hundreds of billions of stars in our galaxies. These stars are the building blocks of our galaxies. I'm here today to talk about the building blocks of life, cells. Look at your body. In our body, we have a full constellation of cells. Our bodies are built from tens of trillions of different cell types that in a remarkable way, instead of fighting and competing with each other on nutrition or space, they work in harmony in order to sustain our well-being. They cooperate, they heal, and they build. And cells are everywhere. Every living organism on this planet is built from cells, from the largest sequoia tree, giant whales, to the smallest bacteria. Everything is built from cells. Try to think about it like that. Actually, life on Earth begins and ends with cells. Yet the unique power of this tiny organism is not fully explored. Years ago, I was working for the high-tech industry most of my career, but then I came across a graph, a simple graph that changed the course of my career and to some extent changed entirely my life. That was the graph showing the change in life expectancy. And let me try to demonstrate. It will be, I think, fun here. Who is in the audience is 45 or younger? Please raise your hand. 45 or younger. Raise your hand. As I thought. Well, guys, less than I thought. If I ask the same exact question 150 years ago in this room, you that raise your hand on average been alone here. And for the rest of us, not that much. Only in the last 150 years, we have doubled our life expectancy from 45 in average to over 80. When I saw this graph, I immediately realized that I need to be part of the healthcare industry in order to make sure that we'll be able to continue to treat our patients and elderly with dignity and respect. All of us as family, and we know that. We must understand that we must change entirely our healthcare system and the way that we are treating human beings, moving from hospitalization and chronic treatment to provide a novel product that will regenerate and heal our bodies. And this is precisely what cell therapy is about. At Pluristem, we are working with placenta cells, donated placentas after full-term delivery. We then use our technology in order to make these cells into therapies. We are treating some significant severe disorders. Placenta is a remarkable organ. I'm sure that all of you saw a placenta in your lifetime. Placenta is a remarkable organ. Actually, the US National Institute of Health described the placenta as the least known organ, but probably one of the most important. It's so unique because it's coming from pregnancy. Think about it. A baby, in pregnancy, we have the mother and the baby, two different immune systems that coexist without rejection of the one against the other. And a mother can be even a surrogate mother, that she's going to carry a child with completely different DNA, but still the mother will not reject the baby. And the organ that modulates all this amazing discussion is the placenta. We are working with placenta for more than a decade. I heard many stories over the year about in the US and in India and in China and about the unique power of placenta. Today we bring the science and the technology to better understand the capabilities, this amazing organ, and how we can make a therapies out of it. Once we inject the cells into the patient body, they are starting to interact with it. I always like to say that placenta are native speakers. They speak the language of the body. And once they are starting to receive signals from the body, they are responding by secreting healing factors that leads the body towards regeneration. I can actually inject our cells to anyone here in this room with no genetic match or blood match whatsoever, and we'll be able to get the same therapeutics effect. So the placenta is one of the unique organs that Pluristem is putting into therapies. But cell technology, it's not only about cell development. It's about the real applications that we can get of the cells and utilize them as human beings. And we understood that if we like our product to be broadly or widely available, we should invest in technology. So we built the most amazing technology in the world, the most advanced technology in the world for cell culture. We call it the bioreactor technology or the three-dimensional. This is a system that mimics the human body environment and allows the cells to proliferate very, very, very efficiently. Actually, from a single placenta, we get enough cells to treat more than 20,000 patients. But today we know that our platform, the platform technology that we have, goes way beyond placenta. We can actually expand different cell types, different human cell types, animal cells, and even plant cells. And now think of the opportunities if we are holding a platform that can expand very efficiently many different cell types. We can build products, cell-based products, that will be able to protect our planet and to make sure that we're going to make a significant impact on almost every branch on the life science industry. In the last year, we understood that this can be a major breakthrough if we can impact many different aspects of the life science industry. And one of the goals that we decided to explore more deeply is the food tech. If humanity would be judged by the way that we are keeping our food system, we would fail. We are failing ourselves, our health, we are failing our planet, we're actually failing the next generation. Growing animal as a food raises some significant moral issues, but it also pollutes our water and soil. It puts more greenhouse gases to our air than any other form of transportation on Earth. And it's actually wasteful. We need to feed cow with 12 pounds of grain for every pound of beef we get. And if I told you that we can raise meat, real meat, not a substitute, real meat outside of a cow, sounds good, right? So about a month ago, with the same technology that we have developed, we signed an agreement with Nuva. I'm sure part of you know Nuva. It's the largest food producer in Israel. In order to use Pluristem platform to expand one of the basic needs of human life, food. This is a joint venture. We formed a joint venture, a new company, that between two proven pioneers. Nuva is the best company in Israel that understands customer, logistics, taste, and food. And Pluristem has been perfecting our cell expansion platform in the last 18 years. So putting these companies together here in Israel, we can create the company that's gonna be the most advanced one in food culture. We can bring product to the market very quickly, and actually we're gonna impact significantly our healthcare system. And this is exactly what we do. This is what we do here. I truly believe that we are starting a biotech revolution globally. And specifically cells, they have the ability to impact and to solve some of our most severe unmet needs in life. Today we have the knowledge, the know-how, and the understanding how to leverage on these tiny organisms, cells, in order to create medicine, food, and other novel products that can and will impact humanity, the course of humanity. Advances that we see in cell technologies allow us to use cells in different ways that we didn't think of it of the past, and it actually makes us rethink what else is possible if we can utilize these cells. And breakthroughs in cell technologies are actually not going to impact only the healthcare system, the global healthcare system, but it's going to impact everything, all aspects of humanity well-being, food being one of them. We are still in the beginning of this journey, exploring this microscopic universe that we call it cells. But I always like to say that like stars on the night skies, cells, they represent a world of hope and opportunities. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. So we are waiting for the Prime Minister. Do we have any sort of indication time-wise? Should be in a couple minutes? So it'll be in 2 minutes. So if everyone would just hold tight, we will have the Prime Minister momentarily.